unfortunately. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a preview of a bit of an idea of what is it? You see that in the background? See that that there? Oh, come on, this is difficult to do. Let's point with the finger. That there. That's the old course. That's architectural drawing copy of. Came from St Andrews. I got it at a second-hand shop for $6. I did all right. That one's worth about $600. So yeah, it's part of my golf collection. I've got a whole lot of interesting little tidbits. I don't collect clubs. I do collect things like interesting books, mugs, putting, jokes, things. Like sort of like yeah, that's part of my collection, but that's nothing to do with golf. Let's see how this works. I'll move it out here actually. Yes, Gandalf, what do you want? So I have a selection of putting balls that I use. I don't use these. Generally, I put these on the M.A.G.A. The M.A.G.A. Yeah. So I generally don't use those for putting. They're worth too much to me. I will use these. So the YIP grip. Okay, this is where it came from. Yips. So it started here. See? There. And there. Grip it. Grip it. Grip it. Grip it. It's an old cricketer's mantra. Grip it and rip it. So I can grip this as tight as I want. And the whole point being is this bit here doesn't move. Right? So really, really fucking tight. Alright? And it doesn't move. Alright? If it's not right, I grip it tight. If it's wrong, if it's in my fingers and I grab it, it'll want to go into my hands. Right? So if it's in my fingers and I grab it, like, it wants to go into my hands, so it wants to wiggle. Even if it's just a little bit. It's called the yips. You grab it and you yip it. So completely neutral. Right? And then, instead of screwing around with this sort of garbage, right, that garbage, see that? I suppose that can help fix your strong eye problem. Jack Nicklaus putted the way he did because of his strong eye. Phil Mickelson, same. They both overcome the issue in different ways. I don't know if you can hear that shit out there. I was listening to that vent. And you probably can't hear me. Doesn't matter. So, to get over that, to get away, I use these lines. Right? I use those lines. I don't use the lines on the ball. I use the ball and I use these lines. Let's move this out a little bit more.
Oh, it's very common. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Turn that down a bit. How we lined up. line the club up with the ball. So I take my grip. We'll go through this from the start. Okay, so my address is generally I grab the putter there. I keep my arms in a spot that lets me grip it really tight. Then I bend over and I put the putter down behind the ball. This here lines up. It's the same width as the ball, so I know when that's lined up, I've got my head over it. I tend to be here, not here, when my eye needs to be over the ball. I stand open and I stand relaxed with it open. What that allows, standing open allows me to take the club straight back, because it gets rid of this inequality, this right hand below the left hand. Some people do this to overcome it. Some people do this to overcome it. I stand open so that my shoulders can go straight backwards and forwards. I don't swing the club. I take the club straight back and straight through. I don't arc it. Right? Some golfers believe that you have to arc it, that you have no choice, but that's garbage. If your hands move straight, the putter head moves straight. And with these big lines, these big fat lines that I have on my putter, that tells me too if it's moving straight. Right? So I stand open, I take the club how I like to take it, I let my arms relax in my ribs, I get my head over the ball. Here I aim, I can get behind it and I can aim that down the line, and then I rock my shoulders. And it goes right through the hole. I can hit it as softly or as hard as I like, because I have complete control over the club. This is the YIP grip. This is how you should putt. Putting is really fucking hard. I've been putting for 50 years. I've had good days. I've had miserable days. I've had 21 putts. I've had 51 putts in 18 holes. So putting is about consistency. This gives me consistency. You want one of them. You want something that lines your eyes up on the ball. Why do you think people used to do this with a broomstick putter? Because a broomstick putter sets your chin in the same spot every time, gets your head right in the same spot every time, and you get consistency. That's the whole reason for a broomstick putter. There's no other reason for a broomstick putter. And you know what? I'm 6'4". You go and get me a broomstick putter that I can put under my chin and stand up straight and use. Yeah? No? Yes? No? No! So yeah, it's about time that shit got rid of. I consider it cheating. I can't do it. So I think it's cheating. I should be able to do it too, and I can't, so fuck off. There you go. The other one I didn't take any notice of. Let's have a M.A.G.A putt. I don't putt with this ball very often. See? Lock the shoulders straight back and straight through. And gee, look, the ball goes straight, the putter goes straight, everything goes straight. You have to swing the fucker. Putting. Really fucking hard. It's the hardest part of the game. Yeah, try doing that. Reckon I can get a fourth one in there? No, almost got a fourth one in there, just not quite in the right spot. Yeah, try doing that with your swinging putter. It's all about consistency, the holy grail of golf. Sam Snead invented this, the mallet putter. It was made illegal. He had to putt like this. Couldn't putt for shit. Slam and Sammy, one of the greatest golfers of all time, couldn't putt for shit. Who else couldn't putt for shit? Name a golfer from the 50s and 60s that could putt. There weren't any. Including Ben Hogan. Ben Hogan invented the fucking yips as far as I'm concerned. with his attitude, his ideas suck. Ben Hogan was an idiot. Came from nowhere. He was a poor boy. He was a fucking entitled white boy. That's why he played golf. Anybody that played golf when I started, when I was 12, I was an entitled white boy. There were no black boys playing golf with me. There were no black boys in school with me. I was an entitled white boy. So was him. So was he. So what if his parents had no money? My fucking parents had no money. Big deal. Try doing it from Australia. Forget it. You had to have money here to do it. There you go. There's the fifth one. I got that one in. Right. Oh, now it came out. The yips. Ben Hogan gave us the yips. Get rid of him. Hogan froze over his last putt. That's why he gave up. He was a giver-upper. He gave up because he couldn't putt. He said that the two different games, putting shouldn't be included in golf. Piss off. The only thing I agree with fucking Jack Nicklaus about is how to putt. Jack Nicklaus' politics are about as wide as he is. I'm sure him and Donald Trump get along famously. They both have the same attitude. Fuck everybody else, I'm right, mate. I got mine. My daddy gave me mine. If you can't get it, that's your own fault. There you go, through the hole again. I've missed one putt since I've been standing. You know, it doesn't work. The yip grip. Grab it so that you can't fucking move the club head. Doesn't matter how you do it. And then get everything in line. Your head eye over the ball, strong eye. Above and behind. Rock the shoulders. Bang. Okay? Rock the shoulders. Bang. All I do is roll the ball. That's all I do. I don't care how hard to hit it. Hard isn't nothing to do with it. It's about rolling at the right distance. I look at how far I have to roll it, not how hard I have to hit it. I look how far I have to roll it, and I roll it. Putting isn't about hitting the ball. It's not about how hard you hit the ball. It's about how you roll it. If you roll it straight and you roll it immediately, it will take the roll and it will make its way towards the hole as quickly and as flat as possible. It'll even take the break out. Half the break you see when you're putting is your own fault because you cut or hook the ball. Do I know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I have a fucked back, and that's why I'm not on tour. Okay? Do I know what I'm talking about? Yes, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Missed that one because I wasn't doing anything. Except talking to you. So, does golf have a philosophy? It has a number of philosophies, I suppose you could call them philosophies because they're not facts. Everybody has their own philosophy about golf in the end. You know, golf for dummies. Didn't even own that one. Come back in. There you go. That one even went in. Oh, I paid $9 for this mat. They're $100 in the shops. This was second hand too. Can't get golf clubs in Australia from Anglicare and, you know, places like that, second hand places, Christian places, ex-Christian places, profit-based, some not profit-based. You can't get golf clubs very much, but you can get the rest of the shit. Mr. Putt. That was annoying. That one. I stand open. I put the ball in just on my left heel, maybe just a little bit inside. Get my arms in the right spot. Straighten up. That's not going to work. I'm too close. Rock the shoulders. In the hole. Here's my son's putter. He does the same thing as I do. Funny that. Except he has that instead of the shit I got. Now these are an interesting putter. This is a triple track 10, I don't know. He bought it. You got it cheap. Love the face. Beautiful face. Yeah, they finally got the face right. White hot faces were just a bit too soft, but that's lovely. It feels beautiful. This had some shitty shaft in it that they put in it. There's 2 pieces. I've got it there somewhere. It's put away in a tube because it's worth money apparently, but this, if you have one of these putters, one of these, put one of these in it and it'll be a putter again. It won't be a piece of shit. That's a really expensive piece of shit in my opinion until you put a decent shaft in it. Then it becomes a putter. A really nice putter, a beautiful putter. Better than my putter. Bastard. But hey, it is what it is. I can use my putter with no problems. I've said a million times, putting is, think about how hard putting is, and then double it, maybe even triple it. And then you're getting somewhere near where it is. It's cost me tournaments over the years, my lack of putting. Won me tournaments too, but you know, lost in my second competition game ever. My first game I shot 74. My first competition game when I was 13 years old, 1972, Curry, New South Wales Schoolboys Open, Junior Schoolboys Open. I won by 8 shots, shot 74 at 56 points. Stableford. The next round of that was at Bondi, which was a 9-hole course with 9 green course with 18 tees, all par 3s except for one which is a par 4. I think I had 50 putts on the day because it was the first time I'd seen fast greens in my life. I'd only just started playing. I'd only been playing for a month. My first competition game I shot 74 after a month. That's because of the M.A.G.A. But I hit 17 greens out of 18 at Bondi, but putted like an old woman. That's an insult to old women. I shouldn't say that. My apologies to old women. So, for 50 years, I've worked on my putting to try and get something consistent where it would allow me to shoot 70 regularly instead of 80, 76 when I was playing 80. These days, I don't know, I don't get out to play because I'm in the back. Soon, the weather's warming up, so that'll make a difference. Stand open, back straight, shoulders back, rock the shoulders. And in we go. Come on, come back in. There you go. See? Got to talk to the ball, tell it what to do. I learnt that from Leslie Nielsen, one of the least famous golfers of all time. Well, he was a famous comedian, but least famous golfers. Who knew Leslie Nielsen was a golfer? Who knew that Donald Trump would ever claim to be a golfer? That's a joke. Let's go. Lock everything up and go. There you go. That was fun. I enjoyed that. You want a putt-putt? Yeah, no? Come on for a putt-putt? Ooh. Oh, I missed it. It lipped out. It wouldn't have lipped out on the golf course. We're gone. So, my philosophy on putting. Imagine it's 100 times harder than you actually think it is, and you're getting there. Well, 3 times harder. There you go. And you're getting somewhere. So after 50 years, I finally worked it out. This shit works. When I get back out on the golf course, I'm not going to miss putts. I've been using this putter for the last 18 months, 2 years, and I've had half a dozen games in that time with that putter, and I've had 2-3 putts over those half a dozen games since I started with it. And I wasn't using it as good as I am now. I don't miss putts with it, not much. So, and the YIP grip works with my irons too. The round before last I went out, 2 under par over the par 3s, 4 par 3s at Columbia. 4 or 5, 4. Alright, 6th, nearly ace on the 6th, missed the putt, come back for the birdie. 8th, 6 inches from an ace on the 8th, birdied it. 13th, short of the green, chopped a wedge on, sunk the putt. 15th, par, on the green. Oh, that was nearly a hole-in-one. That was, yeah, just off the back, on the green, par. 17th, nearly in the hole again, birdie. Yeah, 2 under par. So my irons are getting there too. I've played my irons before. I could still shoot 4 under par without any irons, so it should be interesting. So 50 years of golf. My ambition now is to do no more than get my long drive world championship in my age division. I'm 63, and I think I'm past 400 yards again. Maybe that's a bit much. I know let's talk in metres because I understand metres better. I'm past 300 metres. I'm out to about 310, 320 metres, I reckon, at the moment. And I reckon I can get to 370, 380 metres with a bit more work and a bit more fitness, because my back still has to come into line. So, but it's getting there. It's letting me hit the ball again. Hasn't been. My back hasn't let me hit the ball for 10 years. So. Tiger Woods would know about that. 5 fused vertebrae, I think now, at least 4. And you hit the ball like him, go and get your back fused. I used to hit the ball like him. I gave that up. So this is my bedroom. This is where I putt. Behind you is where I build clubs. Saw, drill, bench, kitchen bench, doubles as a golf club bench. Build my own clubs. Didn't build the last driver, extended it and put a grip on it. One day I'll show you how to do grips again. I have videos on here before of doing grips. One day soon I'll do another grip, show you how it's done. I've changed it just slightly from what I used to do. Works better, it's easier, and I get a better result. And all you need is a compressor and a clamp. You don't need glue or anything. Yeah, a bit of water and some tape. Of course, the clamp's not that easy to get, but they're not that hard either. If you just do a search online for golf club clamps, you can get them for all sorts of shit. So I'm going to go and have a cone and rest my back. Putting doesn't hurt my back anymore. Right. I'll show you how I used to putt. I'll show you another. Well, it used to hurt my back. It was how Tiger Woods putts. That's how I used to putt. That's just how you did it, you know. But what I figured out was getting square didn't work because we're not square, you know. Yeah, even your eyes aren't square. My eyes in particular aren't square. So I have to get this eye above and behind the ball. Learned it at Southport Golf Club from a junior who played off scratch. He said to me, "You're trying to get the eye above the ball?" And I said, "Yeah." And he went, "Take your stance." So I took my stance and he put the golf ball here under my eye and dropped it, and it went above where I was trying to get my eye. And I thanked him ever since, because he put me on the course, put me on the right course when I was working at Southport Golf Club. What a lovely place. If you're ever in Australia and you ever want to play some golf on the Gold Coast, that's the place to go. That's a member-owned club, so it's private, but you can get on Mondays. You can get on in competition if there's space and you have a handicap, and you can con a member into inviting you, or you're nice to the people that are there. They'll let you on. But Mondays there's no comp. It's the only day that there is no comp. So if you have a handicap, you can get on then. And it's one of the most beautiful town courses that's situated on water that I've ever seen. Yeah, Southport, over 100 years old. Oh no, just on 100 years old now. Yeah. Say hi to Bernadette if you go there. Say Clifton sent you. Clifton Manley. Cliff. The old cunt. Bye.